because, what is it, Funimation would consider a copyright claim because they were using Goku, you know, and
yeah, but,
it's just one of those things.
Like, they didn't get permission for Funimation or anything, or Akira Toriyama, like, what they just made their own character models of both of them and pitted them together and said, let's do this. And, like, Akira Toriyama and all, I'm pretty sure, like, DC Comics and Akira Toriyama, I'm pretty sure them motherfuckers watched it. I'm pretty sure that they seen it. I'm pretty sure they sat down and watched it, and they had a blast watching that fight. I mean, I was sad that Goku lost, but I love both of them, so I don't really care. But
it's just
like people, Funimation, they see that that's a great way for people to learn about Dragon Ball Z and figure out who Goku is, for people like, let's say Muslims or something, they've never heard of Superman, they just moved to America and they watch them like, ooh, this guy looks cool. Read his comic books, bam, right there, advertisement.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like. It's all about diverse. It's basically just free diversity. You know, it's like if somebody says something curious about, you know, hey, let's do this or whatever else have you, then YouTube is right there, completely free advertisement, and you never know because the thing is every single person who is on YouTube is just as important as, you know, PewDiePie, because it's like, you know, that one single person can easily snowball. I'm getting the shit kicked out of me because I'm using that snowball.
Get fast!
Anyway, what I was gonna say was, you know, because that one person can easily turn into hundreds, you know, and those hundreds can turn into thousands. It's just all about snowball. All it ever takes is just one person, and then that's it. Because that one person turns into 2, that 2 turns into 4, that 4 turns into 16. All of a sudden, now it's like you got a force of reckoning. You got a revolution on your hands. Like that stupid Bob comment thing with the tank.
Yeah.
But it's like the whole problem with it is YouTube is just getting to be, you know, thinking that they can do anything and everyone will still follow. But if it starts to get a little bit too much, there's nothing that can be done. People will just start going to like blip.tv or something like that because they don't have these problems. They never had. They're a little bit more strict about their actual upload process, and they're a little bit more strict overall, but they have the same things that YouTube does. It's like, it's just overall frustrating because the smallest person can become the biggest person that there ever has been.
Hold on.
And it's just like, what?
Silas wants to know if he can come hopping.
Well, let's finish this up, and then we'll let him in. The real problem with it is this is just a severe hindrance overall. There is almost nothing that can be done by it because there's almost no wrong that can be seen by, you know, this company that thinks that everything is just going all peachy keen for them. Now, I'm not saying that they aren't allowed to do whatever it is. It's their product. But when we put our time and effort into it, when we actually take time out of our days to sit down, play it, record it, upload it, that's our bottom line, because that's what we do as consumers. All it ever takes is one bad review, and then one actual, both sides of the coin, an actual neutral understanding about it, why it's good, why it's bad, or why it's just, you know, a passable or a rant or something like that. It can influence anyone. If you become respected or if anything like that happens, you're pretty much golden. Now, I understand with people like Nintendo and 2K, they just, you know, they want to protect their product. But the thing is when you have when you have a YouTuber that has 1 million subscribers, 500,000, that's literally your entire year's revenue being seen by 2 million people who are sitting on their laptop or PC, library, their phone, whatever, watching this, seeing your game. And there's no need for there's no need for actually paying for commercials to be spent on actual TV time, because, you know, as horrible as it is, when it comes right down to it, more people watch YouTube than they do on TV. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, oh, let's put Walking Dead up there, let's put Breaking Bad on there, let's take Bar Rescue and put it on there. You know, that's, you know, leave that for DVD sales and stuff like that. But when it comes to actual video games and what we do with it, that should be what it is. If it's a completely unbiased and just, you know, absolute hate, rage, and everything else that's not joking on why you shouldn't buy it and you feel that it's untrue, then you have a legal department to take care of that. You're a huge gaming company. You can handle that. And if you can't handle that, or if you're not exactly as successful to have a huge legal department, you have friends and you have other people. You have other people at your disposal to actually be on your benefit, on your behalf. Everything that is going on right now is just, it's completely asinine, because no matter what people, it's like no matter what happens, for some reason, there's always going to be somebody who believes that they know what's best for everyone. And that's not true. Only you know what's best for you, or in this case, a certain topic. When it comes right down to it, this whole situation is just a cluster bomb of, you know, just because no matter what people believe, you know, these games are essentially what people live off of. The community of Steam, the community that, you know, Ed McMillan, who made Binding of Isaac and Gish and everything else, Notch from Minecraft, they would not have their game as popular as they have if it weren't for the subscribers and the YouTubers that actually made it. Because I'm sorry, I have not seen an actual TV commercial about Minecraft, or about Binding of Isaac, or about anything else that comes right down to it. And these are absolutely amazing games. I have never seen a commercial about Soulcalibur V. I just walked into GameStop one day, saw Ezio on the back of the case, and bought it. But it was completely unsurprised. Like, you know, there was no way I saw a commercial for it. God damn, bastard. Pokey bastard. Somebody get me a Master Ball.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have known about Dead Space 3's release without YouTube, to be honest. Like, I was just skimming through, looking at some Dead Space 2 gameplay, and then there was some stuff from, I think it was like E3 2012 about it, and I was like, oh my god, I missed E3 2012.
And it's like, what are you gonna do? Just put everything onto E3? And it's like, what if people can't watch E3? What if there's no live stream of E3? Is like YouTube gonna say that E3 is not allowed because that's gonna be monetization of their videos? This cascades more than anyone can actually see. If this goes through, there is a very good chance that lives will actually be ruined because advertisements will no longer be allowed. And it's just absolutely ridiculous that people believe that it's perfectly fine, when in reality it's not, because it's like, yes, it's the almighty dollar, and, you know, everything revolves around it in this day and age. But the thing is it should be easier to actually make a living. I hope you guys agree with this, because there is just no reason. There is just no reason for this to be happening. There really isn't. Because, Spencer, let's put it this way. How many games have you seen on commercials for TV or anything of that nature? Like, how many times have you heard it without walking into GameStop or walking into something else? You know what I mean?
Let's see. I didn't know Lost Planet existed until I watched it on YouTube. I didn't know Left 4 Dead existed until I watched it on YouTube. Didn't know that Fallout existed until I watched it on YouTube. Didn't realize that Resident Evil 6 existed until YouTube. Didn't realize any of my fucking games existed until YouTube.
And it's
I
just
saw
simple
Resident
like,
Evil 6
oh,
commercials. That was like after I saw that.
Sanity illuminated.
Well, yeah, but it didn't
Yeah.
show any gameplay though. Like most
Yeah,
trailers
I had
don't,
to
and that's right where I got my trailer was YouTube. You know, that leaked footage on websites that I have no fucking access to.
and it's just one of those things where it's like YouTube equals how people can get their games out, get everything out. Because I'm sorry, but there is no reason for this. You know what?
It's Google,
like
man. They're trying to dominate things. That's what I think it is. They're
I don't
just trying
even-
to have things their ways so that everything will run smooth, and they're trying to keep the internet safe for kids. And I'm like, maybe those kids shouldn't be on YouTube or all that without the parent consent or something. Maybe they should put a child lock on their computer, or maybe their YouTube account, maybe the internet on their damn house.
Battle.
Yeah. And it's like, there's so many things that can go wrong, and so little that can go right. There is literally so much risk and no reward. Now, I'm trying to be, you know, a decent, an actual person that can actually make a living off of YouTube, because I'm sorry, but things are the way that, you know, it's not even that, dude. It's like, I love doing this. This is like something I'm really passionate about. I love doing commentary. I love talking. It's like, I love just playing games and then sharing experiences, giving people laughs, and just, you know, overall just, you know, having fun with it, because that's what life's about. It's about doing things you enjoy. Not to be limited because of somebody else who thinks that opinion is more important than, you know, the freedom that's given.
Honestly, your speech right there just brought a tear to my eye.
But it's true. It's like, the people who actually are popular on YouTube love doing videos. They love doing this. They love their fans. And it's like one of those things where it's like, we're a huge community. We love watching these people do what they do. And we love watching whatever it is that's going on. And whenever something serious goes on, it's like we feel for them. We feel like, you know, we know these people, because the thing about it, because the thing about it is no matter what happens, the other people will thrive and will figure out a way to actually get through by any means necessary. And whether YouTube dies because of it, it's just another ends to a means, because there's other sites that will there's other sites that will host videos, there's other sites that will get advertisements, there's so much else. But YouTube has been the predominant one because they were here first, essentially. It's just, it's really saddening, because you gotta think about it like Rooster Teeth could not be around because of this. Markiplier could not be around because of this.
Miles can't be around because of this.
Maximilian can't be around because of this. You know, you gotta think of it as a whole. It's like, all these people are going to be in trouble because of this. And it's not a matter of monetization and everything else. It's just one of those things where it's like, all these game developers that are actually trying, all the indie game developers, they use YouTube as their primary source of advertisements. But if they're going to do this, and they're not going to be able to actually get their word out because people will not let's play it for free, or, you know, something of that nature, then it's just not going to work out. And it's just like a giant cascade of just, you know, horrible things that will happen. I hope you guys understand everything that's really going on, because it's like, it's just completely not fair that this will happen. And there's no exceptions behind it. It's just going to happen. If you guys understand it a little bit better, or if you have your opinion on your own, or something of that nature, then feel free to leave a comment, or, you know, anything of that nature, because the more you talk about it, the more it gets out there. And honestly, I feel like I need to start making my music lit before it's too late.
Wait, before you end the video, Oda, remember guys, subscribe to me, Soul Edge Kicks.
God damn it, you self-plugging whore!
Subscribe to me, but you know I don't have a YouTube, so subscribe to Oda.
Stop it!
You know,
I don't ask for
but
that.
I
don't ask for that in my videos. You guys are horrible. I hate you all.
But
Thank you.
but for the few subscribers that Oda does have though, like I enjoy making videos with Oda too. Like it's fucking hilarious, and we have threads with like, fuck you with hey, shut up. With Spaz and Oda and all us around, it's really fun making videos. Even if we don't get a lot, it's still really fun. If I had a computer, I would honestly upload a lot too. And like, but you know, I want Oda to get really famous so that fucking he can go on ahead and be rich like a bitch.
I'm not aiming, like, it's like, I want that to happen, but at the same token, it's like, I'm not doing this for the money. I've been wanting to do this since, like, 2000 and freaking... No, when, 2008 or so, but I've never been able to actually get the proper equipment to do it. And yet, now I have the means, and I will do it, because I absolutely love doing this. This is just amazingly fun, just to be able to do this. And it's just, I love it. There's no words that can describe how, you know, I actually enjoy this. And, you know, it's like, if this is really going to happen, then I don't know. I mean, I'll still upload, but at the same token, it's like, what will it be for? I mean, unless, you know, people actually are just like, oh, you should upload or you should do this anyway, you know, I'm gonna upload regardless, but the frequency will probably be a lot less than it already is. Because it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, I'm gonna have to actually, what is it? It's not, it's like, oh, go get a real job and everything else. Well, the thing is the effort that it puts into this can actually be more than an actual regular 9-to-5 job. Because it's not only the time you sit down to record, play, commentate, but you also have to make sure that the audio is fine. You also have to make sure that your export goes well. You have to make sure of so many different factors than, hey, Kurt, I need you to get that coffee for me, like 10 minutes ago.
But that's really hard to do though, you know, get all that coffee.
God damn it!